Hi all, welcome to our 11th video in this series. We have worked through some of the basic and complex topics of Excel already. Today we will go through one of the most widely used feature of Excel, and that is sorting and filtering. As the name suggests, sorting helps in arranging our data. What do I mean by arranging our data? We can use this sorting feature to arrange our data in either ascending order or descending order. And we can perform this operation on either alphabetical value or numerical value. Even we can perform this on alphanumeric value. Now coming to filtering. So filtering is one step advance of conditional formatting. We have already done conditional formatting. I would urge you to go back and then watch that video first. So conditional formatting just make visually distinctive data, while filtering helps us in fetching that data. In simple words, we can filter out data set based on conditions we want. So let's just quickly jump over to our Excel sheet and see what do we mean by all these explanations. So this is our Excel sheet where we are going to perform sorting and filtering features. Intentionally, I have kept this data set large just because I wanted to show you meaningful results while using sorting and filtering, and we can see how we can use these features to actually arrange our data. Now this is an employee database table being maintained by HR in a company which is containing almost 1000 users record. Now if someone wants to take a look at who is having the highest salary, he or she needs to use either conditional formatting or some sorts of formula. But then whatever output it generates, we need to scroll down a lot to find out the result. But then what if the user wants to see the result without scrolling down a lot? In that case, he needs to use sorting. So let's see how to sort this annual salary column. So first we need to select this. So Control Shift and then down arrow will select all the records. Since this is a number containing column, it will give option like smallest to largest and largest to smallest. But then the moment we select any column which is having text like full name, it will give option like sort A to Z or Z to A. Now let's see who is having the maximum salary and do sort largest to smallest. So now we can see this user is having the maximum salary. Now that we know how sorting works, we need to keep one important point in mind, and that is the last one wins. What do I mean by this? So if we try to sort this column annual salary, and then if we try to sort this whole sheet depending on full name, the last one will win. If the annual salary was the first one, it will be undone, and then our sheet will be sorted based on this full name. So let's see what do I mean by this by practical. So annual salary is already sorted. Now let's do the sorting as per the full name. So we have selected this, and then let's do it maybe A to Z. So we can see this whole sheet is sorted as per the full name, and then annual salary column has been undone. But then what if we want to do the sorting depending on two columns? So for that we have an option which is custom sort. So let's see how it works. So in custom sort, we can add the columns which we want the sortings to be happen, but then it will also take the precedence. So what do I mean by this? So if our first column is full name on which we are trying to do the sorting in the form of A to Z, and then we are trying to do like on salary, but then before doing this practical, let me do some changes so that it can be visible for all of you. So let me first do the sorting for annual salary here. Okay, now I'll copy this highest salary to 4-5 cells. Control C, select as many cells, and then Control V, escape. So now we know these many users are having the highest salary, or we can say the same one. Now let's change the name to ABCXYZ so that the result is easily understandable. So X, Y, Z, C, A, B. Now this salary is the second lowest, so we will just change it to something else. Maybe we will repeat something out of it, maybe Z. Now let's do the custom sort. So first will be annual salary, that will be largest to smallest, and then we will add level by full name, and let's do to Z to A. Okay, so we can see this annual salary is sorted in the decreasing order, and all these are common, and this is the second lowest. So what it does is, it first does the sorting for annual salary in the decreasing order as a mandate process, and then it finds the common records in this column itself, and then the corresponding full name, it tries to rearrange it in the Z to A format. So we can see Z, Y, X, and then C, B, A. We do have this Z, but then since the corresponding record is the second lowest, that's why it is coming in the lower order only. So that's how custom sort works. Now that we have understood sorting feature, let's play with filter option. So in this same editing tab, we can see after sort, there is filter option. Now there is a very famous shortcut also for filter, which is Ctrl plus Shift and then L. Just highlight any cell and then press Ctrl Shift and then L. So it will bring a drop down option in all the column headers. Now we can also see a downward arrow for annual salary and full name, because we know we have done the custom sort for these columns. That's why we are seeing this downward arrow. Now, as the name suggests, filter is clear. It is used to filter out the records as per our condition. So I have made few conditions, and as per those conditions, we will see the practical and try to understand how filtering works. So first one is filter records containing levy in full name. So we can just go to this full name, click on this drop down. We can simply click on text filters. So we need to be very clear in our condition, and our condition is levy should be there in the name. It can be first name, it can be middle name, or it can be the last name. So we just need to select this contain and enter levy. Hit OK. So we have all the records containing levy. So now that we have all the names with the levy, we can use these records as per our need. So let's again press Ctrl Shift and L. It will undone the filter, and getting into the filter option, let's press Ctrl Shift and L again. Now let's go to the second case. Records where salary is greater than $2 lakh and find out who all are from IT and HR. So we would like to find users who belongs to IT and HR and having salary more than $2 lakh. So we can do annual salary greater than 2 lakh. Now that we have all the records which are having more than $2 lakh, and then we need to also find out those users among these users who are from IT and HR. So in the department section, we need to unselect all and then select IT and human resource. Click on OK. So all those records where users are having more than $2 lakh but they are not from IT or HR department, those records have been excluded. So now we have only those records where users are belonging to either IT and HR and their salary is also more than $2 lakh. Now let's undone it and again filter option, Ctrl Shift L. Now let's go to case 3. So filter records where job title is director or manager and department as IT or marketing. Okay. So it is saying we need to find out the results where job title is either director or manager, and then at the same time their department is either IT or marketing. So in the job title, we can unselect all and then select director and manager. Now we have all the records which are having job title as only director or manager. Okay. Now we need to select department as IT or marketing. So we have the records now for all the users who are either in marketing or IT department, and only if they have the job title as director or manager. So let's undone it. Now that we need to talk about case number 4, which is almost same as case number 3 with a subtle difference of and or. But then let me tell you, this and or carries quite a significance. And then to understand this difference, I have created a different sheet with a small subset of this same table just to illustrate the exact difference between this and or. So let me take you to this sheet. So I have written case 3 and case 4 here side by side, and then a small subset of that table I have taken here. Now let me illustrate what I was trying to say. So in case number 3, which we have done already, we have seen the combination could be only 4, and that could be here job title and here department. So we will get records only when either of the cases will match. Now these cases would be director being in IT or director being in marketing, or we would get manager in IT, or we would get manager in marketing. So apart from these 4 combination, we will get nothing in case number 3 where we have said and. Okay, but then in case number 4 we would like to show records where job title and department. So for job title director, department could be anything. Anything means anything. Like it could be IT, it could be manager, it could be marketing, finance, engineering, or whatever department is there, any of the matches is eligible. Same goes for manager. For manager, anything is correct. Any department gets correct. And same goes with IT. If a department is IT, job title could be anything. Director, manager, team lead, vice president, whatever is there, everything is eligible. And same goes for marketing. So in comparison to case number 3, this case number 4 gets lot many records because here everything is or. So in case number 4, it will see if any of this matches, like if there is director or manager, or it is IT or marketing. If any of this 4 gets true, show these record. So this is what case 4 says. While in case number 3, it says unless it's a match of either of this director or IT or director or marketing, and then manager or IT or manager and marketing, don't show anything else. Now let me clean all this writing. Now unfortunately we can't handle case 4, that is OR option, by using GUI filter, because moment we filter one of the columns here, it takes the option for AND. Let's replicate case 3 and understand it. So first let's filter the job title for director or manager. So we can click on this and uncheck all, and director or manager we can select, or we can also write query on our own by using text filter. We can go to custom filter and then equals, we can select director or equals manager. Now the moment we have selected director or manager, it has excluded all records which don't have either of the director or manager, and thus we are left with a very little option, that is with director or manager. And then out of this department, now we need to select either IT or marketing. So now since this is very limited option and then there is no combination with IT, so we are not getting any IT option, but then only finance and marketing. So we need to uncheck finance so that marketing is selected. Click OK, and then only two options we are getting with this director and marketing combination and manager and marketing. Since there has been no IT option with either of the director or manager, that's why we are not getting any such result. But what if we are not bothered about any of these combination and then we want to see all the records if it matches any of these four values? For example, we want to see the records like this one, like this is not getting fit into any of the combination, but then this is containing one of the value, the IT. So we want this record. Let's highlight it. Maybe a lighter one. Similarly, we want this record because one of the options is there. Similarly, this one with the combination also is true here. And I think this one also, because manager is true. So case 4 will produce all these results. And then for this one to happen, we need to use advanced filtering. So for this video, we are not going to discuss advanced filtering. We'll do it in next video. So till then, I would like all of you to practice hard on filtering and sorting, because then only you will feel comfortable to handle advanced filtering, because that is something which is bit complex and need prior understanding of filtering techniques. So see you soon in next video with advanced filtering. Until then, keep up the good work and continue learning. Thank you.